The Nerdgasm Talk podcast is brought to you by Spaces Philly. If you love podcasts, go to spacesphilly.com where you can check out Lulu and Pop, Both Sides, Turntables, Jump Thought Super Tongue, and the Nerd Coalition's very own No Gimmicks Needed. Visit spacesphilly.com today. And now, feel the Nerdgasm.
Alright, next we have the review of Hitman 3 coming up. Hitman is one of the bigger titles that came out this year. Probably one of the biggest titles of the year, honestly. And I have been excited for this game for a while. If you're not familiar with Hitman, it's an assassination stealth-based game where you obviously have to kill the objective. However, if you kill anyone else but the objective, you lose points. So this game really requires stealth, and they built this game very well. It was first developed by, all the games are developed by IOI Interactive, or IO Interactive, I believe their studio name is. The first one was produced by Square Enix, and they tried to make it episodic by pretty much putting a chapter out each month. I didn't know that. I bought the game when it came out, and I was stuck with one board for $60, and I didn't like it. Waited to the end of the year.
Like a Telltale?
Yes. And I wasn't happy with it. However, by the end of the year, the full game came out. It was very fleshed out. Huge replay value. A lot of opportunities within each map. And it was very open. Then Hitman 2 was, I believe, produced by Warner Brothers this time around. And not only did they take what was great about the first game, they pretty much refined it. And they do the same thing with this game as well, by not really inventing anything new, but ironing out what was so great about it. And I'm not sure if you remember our discussion about Overwatch 2, where I said they're pretty much reinventing what it means to have a sequel. This game kind of did it first, because when you get Hitman 3, you still have access to Hitman 1 levels and Hitman 2 levels, just refined in the Hitman 3 engine. So you could literally play all three games right off the bat, which is very great. Which I kind of wish some games would do, but I think that's spectacular. The one thing there's so many things great about this game. The graphics are phenomenal. Some of the best looking graphics. There's actually a setting in China with all these neon lights. It's spectacular. The story. Now the story is this is the last of the trilogy of the Hitman 2016 series that was developed for this. And the story was actually really good. Leading up to this point. The only thing I would say that was a negative is that this game did feel rushed story-wise. It gave you a lot of information on the first level. By the second level, you're like in the middle of the heat. And it was a little bit jarring. The third thing that was great about this is the worlds. It's huge. Each map is huge and like very different from the previous map. The first map, you're in Dubai on the tallest skyscraper in the world, and you have to find someone throughout that whole building to assassinate. The second one, you're in the mansion, and it plays a very you've seen Knives Out. It kind of plays in that, where you get to impersonate a detective and you have to go around solving a murder. I honestly would have took a full game just doing that. Going around looking for clues, solving a murder. I would have been absolutely okay with that. Then you're in a nightclub, and they really play with their limits with this one, where they don't show you the target right away. You have to wait out to see if your target will reveal itself. So it brought a lot of challenge in that aspect as well. Then the fifth map, you're in China, and you're like in the industrial city. Well, no, I'm sorry, not industrial city, but you go into like this industrial plant underground, and it's just filled with like spaces to like hide, and it's spectacular. Each map is spectacular. And then I'm not going to spoil the last one, because I have been watching certain reviews, and I'm guessing there's an embargo on spoiling that, so I won't go and spoil that one. But it's definitely worth it. The great, I would say, what is the great thing about this game? It's very fun to play with. There's so much replay value in this game that it's almost hard to believe that this game is as big as it is. You not only get to play the storyline, but you get to create your own contracts where people online could try to kill the target that you set for them. You can also get online and do that with other people as well. They have escalations where it randomly generates a target and you have to go and kill them, which is great. Only thing, actually, there's a few bad things I would say about this game. One is that it constantly connects to a server, and the server kicks you out constantly for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not sure if there's going to be a patch for that, but it constantly kicks you out the server. To me, I didn't mind getting kicked out the server because I wasn't going to play online too much, but I had a problem with that. Two, they do have extra missions. However, it is $34 to access those. And it's not, you have 6 maps in here, and there's not even one per map. It's like, I would say, like 4 of them, 4 extra missions. You have to pay $34 for it, which is insane. And it's not even DLC. I'm not even sure they're going to add DLC. The next one will be the sniper missions. They added sniper missions in the second Hitman, where you're just staked out and you just had to just snipe either your targets and the bodyguards. They didn't add more of that in this game, which I believe that was a huge mistake. Hopefully they will add that if there is DLC coming to this game. This game is very rewarding. I'm not sure if I would say this is $60 worth, because you had to have the it will only be $60 worth if it came with Hitman 1 and 2. But since I already purchased those, I believe all my data just carried over, and I was just able to play it right off the bat. However, if it did, I would say it's a full $60 purchase. I would say at most $40. I would spend $40 on it. And as a rating, I would give it a B. This is definitely, I could definitely see this going for Game of the Year. It's a very entertaining game. I'm loving this game. Now, again, not anyone can play this game. This is like a patient, rewarding game. Is the best way I could describe it. But yeah, that's my review for it. I don't know if you had any questions, Lean on Hitman or not.
Okay, so I have a question. Would you try this out on Nintendo Switch?
I would not. I personally would not play this on the Switch. I would not play this on the Switch. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm really thinking it's like we're gonna have a great discussion. Oh my god.
Look, like I never really got into any of the Hitman games. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a kind of guy that likes stuff to a point. You know what I'm saying? Too much stuff for me, especially with me being a very aggressive guy in video games. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work for me too much.
This
so
game is not rewarding to that. This game is not rewarding to that. Like, when you get into high action, you're killed easily.
Yeah, exactly. I was just saying. So yeah, you're gonna suffer. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't usually play, though. You know, so I haven't tried Hitman, not because I don't like it, because I just haven't. You know, it's been on the priority list. So, and then when I heard it was like on Switch, I was just like, well, should I? Is it worth $60 to get this thing on the Switch to, hashtag just, to give it a chance? Because first of all, I this is me saying, a Switch guy saying this. I was like, I don't even know why I was on the Switch in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was on the Switch until you said something. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? I didn't even think it would come to the Switch. So it's very surprising.
I was about to say, I barely got the patience for LA Noire.
This is not going to be. I'm sorry, this is not going to be the game for you. This is not going to be the game for you, because this game, it's patient rewarding. Like one of the missions I had to do that I recorded took an hour and a half.
Sheesh.
An hour and a half, and that's what. Like really getting into it. So some of these missions go from 2 to 3 hours long, and like with all the action, you're probably getting 40 minutes of action doing all that. Sometimes you just gotta wait until your target gets in front of you. You have to learn their patterns. You have to find a way to do it because this game doesn't really hold your hand. It starts off like feeling like, okay, you should at least know how to do this, and then it just opens the world up to you. You can literally kill anyone with anything. Like you could grab a newspaper and kill someone with that. It still has the very goofy aesthetics to it, so it's definitely fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how do you rate? Do you have a game system rating yet for it?
No, I was gonna give it the scale that we have, which was a B, but we still don't have a B yet. Which
You don't.
By the end of 2021, we need a B.
By the end, bro, by next week.
Oh, okay. Like, oh, all right.
I'm about to say, look, bro, if we doing a movie experience every single weekend, bro, we need, by the end of 2021, bro, that's 11 months away. If we can't think of something in 11 months, then we don't even need to be doing this job.
Come on, we got about 48 weeks left. We can think of something. But yes, I do give it a B. I really like this game. I hope they add more. I really hope they add more. This game really gives me hope for the James Bond game that the studio will be working on in the future. Because I'm very excited about that. I'm super excited about it. I was going to say one more thing about this game, and I totally forgot. The OST is fantastic. This OST, I don't know what's going on with game OSTs recently, but they've been going harder and harder. So, shout out to all y'all producers that's working on video games. Y'all really going in.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, yeah. I honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, you may get more experience watching a playthrough of this game than playing it. Knowing like your schedule and all. You're gonna have to sit down and take like a chunk of time.
Whew, well, it looks like I'm out the loop on that one.
But yeah, it's a fantastic game. I hope people try it. This is definitely one of the juggernauts of this generation. Probably one of the best gaming trilogies that we had with it's in the PS4 to PS5 era, I would say.